Blaze the cat has got to be up there in terms of one of my favorite Sonic characters. I mean, what's not to like about her? Speed that rivals Sonic, cool fire powers, and even burning blaze. She's just so cool. What I also find cool about her is the parallels that she shares with Sonic the Hedgehog that are very unique. Listen, one day I stumbled upon this image. I'll link it in the description in case you guys want to see it. But in this image, it points out every similarity and difference between Sonic and Blaze. Something I found really interesting and intriguing that I wanted to make this video to really deep dive into these parallels. Let's just start simple and look at these characters' designs. So, look at their shoes. Sonic's are bright red, Blaze are magenta. Pretty similar colors, but they also both share that aspect of their shoe being the singular color with a white strap right in the middle. While Sonic's shoes are boots or sneakers, depending on how you look at it, they exemplify him being an adventurer. You know, these are pretty simple shoes to have because Sonic's a simple guy. He just goes out on an adventure. He doesn't need much in terms of what he's going to take with him. Then you just compare that to Blaze's shoes. You know, Blaze is more elegant, so she has more elegant shoes. She wears high heels. Pretty interesting to try and run in, but she does it somehow, so good on you, Blaze. But okay, what about the fact that Blaze is purple and Sonic is blue? Their colors are right next to each other on the color wheel. Speaking of colors, look at their super forms. Burning Blaze is red in color and has yellow eyes. Now Super Sonic is the inverse of that. A yellow body with red eyes. Both characters have a special link to their own emeralds. Of course, Blaze is the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. You know, she shares a special connection to them and has the job of protecting them. As far as we know, she's the only one who can utilize the Soul Emeralds as well. While Sonic's not the protector of the Chaos Emeralds, and isn't the only one who can use them, he is the character who uses them the most. He does have a special connection to the Emeralds that not every character shares. Not everyone can go super, not everyone uses them on every adventure, unlike Sonic. We should also talk about the fact that these characters are both linked by their speed. Now, Sonic's obviously faster, there's no doubt about it, but Blaze is no joke. She's a character who's still really fast and can beat a lot of characters in a race. And keeping up with the speed theme, you know, just look at their names. They're both named after things relating to being fast. I mean, just look at Sonic. Look at his name. It's Sonic. Obviously that means fast, you know, it's something like a sonic boom. Or, what about Blaze? Obviously that name could also relate to her fire powers, but it could also relate to phrases like blazing past, you know, showing that speed is something that's really important to her as well. Okay, we gotta talk about this image again and how it has one of the hardest lines I've ever seen, and it's oxygen keeps a flame burning. And it's so true and ties to these characters especially well. Blaze's whole thing is fire. I mean, that's her power. She can control fire, so obviously, in the line, she's represented by the fire line. Sonic is best symbolized by wind. They don't call him Knight of the Wind for no reason after all. Sonic is supposed to be as free as the wind. He does what he wants and isn't controlled by anything except his own drive and motivation. This is why Sonic's always so heavily compared to the wind. Wind isn't control. It flows on its own regardless of anything. We can't control it. The line, oxygen keeps a flame burning, helps tie these characters especially well because of how much these two mean to each other. Sonic is someone Blaze not only considers a close friend, but is who helped push her to be better. In a lot of ways you can consider Blaze and Sonic polar opposites. I mean, just think about it. Blaze is a princess in her dimension. Sonic's a bum freeloader. Blaze is burdened by responsibility and the need to keep her people safe, along with the Soul Emerald safe. Sonic isn't. He just does what he wants. Now granted, what he wants normally is to help others, so he does put the responsibility onto himself. But despite that, Sonic is driven by his own motivation, while Blaze is driven by the idea of, you know, keeping everyone safe because that's a princess's duty.
Maybe, but I play by my own rules. Remember that.
A guy who loves adventure, he's loud-mouthed and free. He does what he wants, no matter what others may think. While Blaze will think things through, Sonic lives by the idea of not thinking. Just do it. It's the opposite traits in each other that then make them such a great and interesting dynamic due to all the parallels shared between these two characters. Blaze was clearly made with the idea of being a rival to Sonic that rivals his very character. Alright, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know any other duos I should talk about from Sonic. You know, there are a lot of interesting duos aside from just Sonic and Blaze. Thank you for watching and peace.